What's up?
Hey,
Hey, can you hear
what?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I can hear you.
What have you been up to tonight?
Uh, eating eating baked walleye. Why?
Nice.
What have you been up to?
I'm I went fishing and baking a bunch of shit. I made a bunch of pies and I made homemade pizza and I made all of it because I already had my kitchen table full of flour
That works.
and I had the pumpkin sitting around, so
You
I
made
had
pie.
to pump my homemade pumpkin through the blender with the pie pan to get it all ground up nice.
Not bad.
We'll see how it tastes. I'm making one apple pie in cast iron, like you said.
Hey, I wonder if it works. It should.
It should just be like a normal pie pan. Aren't
Yeah.
most of the pie pans are either Pyrex or steel or aluminum.
Yeah.
Is a cast iron is some just hardened, not steel that's not hardened, so it should work. We'll find out. We'll hear it blow up if it breaks in the oven.
Yeah. So I missed
That's
the deer this
when I had
morning.
a Pyrex lid sitting on top of my uh, stove when I had a burner on, and I was just sitting looking at my computer, and all of a sudden that glass just flies everywhere behind me.
Funny.
So last week there was 15 games. I got 9 of the games right. Justin got 7 of the games right. We'll quickly go through the games and see what we have to say. So the Eagles lost to the Giants by a lot. Cam Scatterboo looked really good. Jalen Hurts on one drive tried doing the tush push like 4 times, which was the stupidest drive ever, and they finally scored. Jackson
Hey,
Dart
I
looked
got
decent.
fantasy points.
What?
I got fantasy points out of that, so it doesn't matter.
From doing the tush push 4 times in a row. Dallas Goddard looked like got a lot of yards on the Eagles. So Eagles need to find Eagles need to figure something out. They don't look as good as they looked last year, but they still have time to figure it out.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterboo looks like he has potential to be a really good running back as long as he stays healthy.
Yes, he does.
And Jackson Dart could be a good quarterback. If they had Cam Scatterboo and their number one, who's the wideout they had from LSU that's really good? Shoot, I should know his name.
I don't.
He's out for the
I,
season. Malik Neighbors. If they
yep.
had Scatterboo and Neighbors, they could be a pretty good team if they're both healthy.
Yeah.
The next game was a disgrace to have played in England between the Denver Broncos and the New Jersey Jets. Justin Fields has done good at one thing. He still continues to do good at one thing he's good at, which is getting
Hope for the
sacks.
defense.
Both defenses played good. To be honest, the Denver is a really good defense. Their offense just isn't anything special. They could actually win that division because I don't think the Chiefs are as dominant as they were, and the Chargers have some issues, but they still have Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
So the Broncos have been winning close, low scoring games though.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do down the stretch. Bo Nix is nothing special, but they've been finding ways to win games.
Yep.
Someone should have had the Broncos defense in fantasy. They would have had like 10 points because they had 9 sacks. The next game was a thriller between Danny Dimes and Jacoby Brissett. Jonathan Taylor had a lot of yards. Danny Dimes was able to get past the Cardinals. The Cardinals scoring that many points makes me nervous with them playing the Packers this weekend. What's the status of Kyler Murray even though? Let's see.
I don't know. I have no idea. I have I'm trying to think. I switched up some of my fantasy team. I had Marvin Harrison Jr. playing, but
He's
I think I have
listed
him on the bench.
limited in practice. That means he's going to go, right?
Oh yeah, he's gonna go.
And MHJ, Marvin Harrison Jr. is in concussion protocol, so that means he's probably
Yep.
out.
Yep.
But he's limited in practice. We'll see who plays. I wonder if Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be able to turn it around to be as good as his dad. Like that one game, was that against the Rams or whatever game they had on Thursday Night Football? He actually made a couple drops, but then he made some pretty good catches.
Yeah.
Next game was between the Chargers and the Dolphins. Herbert was able to rally the Chargers past the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins coach might be the next coach fired. I don't know. He can turn it around.
I think LaFleur's been next coach fired.
LaFleur's only going to get fired if the Packers lose every one of the rest of their games.
No, only the Bears beat him twice.
The Bears are not going to beat them twice. Actually, I bet you both Packers versus Bears games are going to be less than 3. There's going to be less than 7-point difference between them.
Yeah.
I think they're both going to be close games.
It depends how many interceptions Jordan Love throws.
Jordan Love has only thrown 2 interceptions this year, right?
Yeah, but they were not at good times.
He threw one this last week, and then he threw one. Let's look at. Holy crap! The Blue Jays have scored 12 runs versus the Mariners.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch chairs. Hang on.
We should bet for the Dodgers to win in 4.
They should.
I knew that was going to happen. The Brewers won every game against them in the regular season, but I knew if the Brewers saw them in the postseason, they scored like 1 run each game.
Yeah.
Granted, since the Brewers went on that long streak, they've just been like a 500 team. They haven't been. They were really dominant for a month, and then they've just been around 500.
Yeah.
So who's leading in the golden turnover race right now is Geno Smith. I think he has like 10 interceptions or 11 already. He has 10. He's throwing for the 11th most yards, but he has 10 interceptions.
Huh.
I wonder if any coach can turn the Raiders into a good team consistently. That team is a little better than the Jets, but no matter who's been the coach there, no one has been able to make them a winning team for more than a year.
Yeah.
They made the playoffs twice with Carr, but otherwise they were not very good. So Jordan Love has 9 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. How many interceptions does Caleb Williams have? Caleb Williams has 9 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
So Jordan Love and Caleb Williams pretty much have the exact same stats. But Jordan Love has a little more yards. So Jordan Love is not bad.
No.
I just think he's going to be an average quarterback. I don't know if he's not going to be like a Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes.
They jumped the gun on paying him.
He's maybe being paid a little too much, but to be honest, any of the quarterbacks they could have drafted have been complete question marks since then with where the Packers have been drafting now. Other than Brock Purdy, who no one expected to be good. And I don't think Brock Purdy is really any better than Jordan Love.
No, he's not.
But so I don't know what's going on with the Dolphins. McDaniel might be fired at the end of the season. We'll see if he can turn it around. The next game was between the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. Drake May has looked pretty good this year.
Yes.
Maybe he actually is a good quarterback. He has the 5th most passing yards
Yeah.
Drake May's been playing good ball.
Yep.
Saints have one win, but the Saints have been struggling. But the Patriots may be a playoff team this year. They're probably doing a little better than we expected. Next game was between a Ohio versus Pennsylvania battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Browns didn't score a touchdown. Dylan Gabriel completed 29 of 52 passes. How can you even make a rookie quarterback throw the ball 52 times? Nothing good is going to come out of that.
And why didn't they bench him and put in Shedeur? I'm not a Shedeur Sanders fan. At that point, you should have played Shedeur. It couldn't get any worse.
He had 4.3 yards per attempt. He got sacked 6 times. But I guess we'll see what the Browns keep doing. They're probably going to keep sending Dylan Gabriel out there for a few weeks, but people will probably want to see Shedeur. Shedeur will probably be about the same as Dylan Gabriel is because quarterbacks tend to struggle in Cleveland, and Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback they've had. And they got the coach, I don't think, liked him or something, and they got someone in that organization did not like Baker Mayfield, and they got rid of him, which was probably a mistake. But Baker's probably happier at Tampa anyways.
Yep.
So we'll have to what's that? What game is after that? So the next game was between the Cowboys and Packers. Cowboys and Panthers, not Packers. The Cowboys defense is hot garbage. And they gave up 183 rushing yards to their old running back.
Yeah.
That team is, someone was saying that team should go, unless they're within the 45-yard line of their opponent, they should just go for 4th down every time because their defense is horrible.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think we both said Dak was going to be a good quarterback, but their defense is question mark. So Dak will probably be close to MVP level quarterback, and that team will probably win 9 games.
Look at all the weapons he has around him.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have CeeDee Lamb. When he has George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, he's going to be tearing it up.
Yeah. He's not a bad quarterback.
No, Dak is not a bad quarterback. He hasn't proven he can win a playoff game, but he's not a bad quarterback.
He has the Tony Romo curse.
Maybe. He's better. I think he's better than Tony Romo. Granted, times have changed in the NFL where there's more passing, so maybe he isn't, but he's still pretty good. Next game was between the Seahawks and Jaguars. Both these teams have been playing decent ball. We should have picked the Seahawks to win because people are saying the Seahawks are road warriors and do good on the road. But Seahawks won 20-12. Sam Darnold played decent. JSN was good. Ohio State has so many good wide receivers in the NFL right now.
That's what I'm going to tell you. They produce how the running backs, wide receivers, defensive ends, offensive linemen. No good quarterback though.
They produce all sorts of good players. Their quarterbacks have been question marks. We'll see how CJ Texans had a bye, right? We'll see how CJ Stroud is throughout the season. Hasn't been able to live up to his rookie year.
CJ Stroud is like the Cowboys defense. Hot garbage.
The next game was between the Rams and the Ravens. The Rams defense gave me a ton of fantasy points. And the Ravens only scored 3 points. I don't know how the Rams only scored 17 points versus the Ravens, but they only did. But Cooper Rush was not all that great. They even put in Tyler Huntley. I wonder when Lamar Jackson's even back. I think they're on a bye this week, and Lamar might be back after their bye.
Yeah.
But that team's already in a hole, so who knows how good they're going to be, and I don't think their defense is very good. And the NFC West will be interesting how it turns out between Seattle, the 49ers, and the Rams, because those are all solid teams.
Yeah.
We'll see who ends up winning that. Next game was between the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Ashton Genty did okay. Cam Moore did not do good. Tennessee fired their coach.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of firing coaches mid-season, but I know people do it. So it's just saying, like, you're so embarrassing. We have to fire you now, even though we don't really have an answer of a coach going forward. But I don't know. Next game was between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. That was like the easiest bet in the world to take the Bengals in the point, 14.5 spread. That was way too much. The Packers only beat them by 9. I think the Packers should have scored more points than they did. We'll see how the Packers do versus the Cardinals, who are another not mediocre team. But
Did Flacco look that bad?
Flacco did not look that terrible. He came back. He started to come back in the end.
Yeah.
Flacco doesn't give up. He just keeps throwing the ball and trying to play.
He knows how to win.
To be honest, he's probably a better quarterback than putting Dylan Gabriel or Shadur out there for the Browns, but the Browns know they're going to have him for 1 year, and then they still need to be looking for a quarterback. So they want to see if either of those other quarterbacks are anything good, but there'll probably be more quarterback names added to the Cleveland shirt with all these quarterback names on it.
Yep.
And Josh Jacobs scored 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs scores a lot of touchdowns.
Yes, he does.
Next game, 49ers versus Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield was able to beat Mac Jones. It'd be cool if Baker Mayfield won the MVP, but we'll see who actually ends up winning it. He's probably playing as the best quarterback in the league right now, though.
Did you have any doubt that he wouldn't beat Mac Jones?
No, I didn't have any doubt.
No.
Mac Jones threw 2 interceptions. We'll see if Brock Purdy's back this week. I don't know what his status is. This 49ers are going to start Purdy if he's healthy because he's getting paid a lot.
Yeah.
And the 49ers lost Fred Warner. They always have their good players get injured.
Yep.
Brock Purdy's limited in practice. And Kittle's back at practice.
Yeah.
Mac Jones is limited too.
What the hell?
I don't know. That team has a bunch of fragile players.
They're gonna draft. They're gonna
I
sign
know Mac
Uncle Rico.
Jones got I didn't watch all the highlights, but I saw that Mac Jones got hammered a few times and shook up. Maybe their old line's not all that great. They seem to be able to move the ball, though. Next game was between the Lions and the Chiefs. The refs were not throwing any flags on the Chiefs this week, like Evan Foxy was worried about. I don't think there was any penalties in this game, though, but Mahomes played good. Didn't they have Xavier Worthy back? I thought they had one of their wide receivers back.
No.
And there was a fight at the end that got one of the Lions.
Who won that game? I went to bed.
130-17.
That's what I thought.
Was it Brian Branch who got suspended for the fight between him and Corvette at the end?
I went to bed.
Sure it was one of the Lions players got suspended from it. So that's kind of funny. But we'll see. We'll see if the Lions can remain king of the North or if someone else, the Bears or Packers or Vikings, can unseat them.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Vikings have a good defense, but who knows how good JJ McCarthy will end up being at quarterback. The Bears and Packers have decent offenses and decent defenses. We'll just see down the stretch who ends up winning. I literally think there's gonna be all the teams are gonna have like 7 to 11 wins, but we'll see who has the most of them.
Yeah.
And the next game was between the Bills and the Falcons. The Bills struggled. Josh Allen was a turnover machine. Bijan Robinson balled out. Bijan Robinson might be the offensive player of the year this year. He's pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, he is. And here's the bad thing about that whole situation. He's really a shitty team. So is he really that good? Or is he just better than average on that team?
He's pretty good. That team is not. They've given Penix weapons to work with, but no one's been able to make Drake London and Kyle Pitts into really good players. They have a bunch of first-round picks on their offense. They have talent.
Yeah.
And I'm very mad that Deebo Samuel made a fumble in the last game, but the Bears were able to win by a point.
Yeah.
But I think both quarterbacks played decent. I didn't watch that game, but
It wasn't televised in my area, I don't think, to be honest with you.
But I figured the Bears and Commanders would be close. They're both decent teams, so
I told you should have picked the Bears.
no. I wish
Yes.
the Bears would lose every week.
Why?
I don't like the Bears, and I don't like the Vikings. I wish both teams would lose every week.
What, you like Detroit?
I don't really like Detroit either, but
You feel sorry for him?
I don't know. Detroit just hasn't made my hatred like Minnesota and the Bears do. The thing is, in Wisconsin, no, like the Packers, and I think it's because Detroit was a laughing stock for so long.
Yeah.
That the Packers' big rivals are the Bears and Vikings. Granted, the Bears have not been consistently good. The Vikings have been good, but they always lose in the playoffs. So I don't know. I just feel like the Packers and Vikings rivalry and Packers and Bears rivalry has always been bigger.
Yeah.
So the first game this week is between Aaron Rodgers, two old quarterbacks. The Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Flacco. I think we're both picking the same team on this one because I am picking the Steelers.
Yep, Steelers. Discount double check.
It'd be funny that the Steelers definitely could win that division unless Lamar comes back and balls out because the Burrow-less Bengals and the Browns are both not very good teams.
Yeah. They're not good at all.
So, and the Steelers have been eking out wins. Not that they're all pretty, but they've been winning.
That's all it matters.
And Steelers versus Ravens, the Steelers know how to make Lamar play bad.
Yes, they do.
So even sometimes when the Steelers are way worse than the Ravens, they're able to at least win one of the games versus them.
Yeah.
Is there no England games this weekend
I don't think so.
or international games? No, there is. Is there another one at Wembley? There is one at Wembley Stadium. The
brilliant.
Los Angeles Rams versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. For some reason, they always have the Jaguars play one of the international games. All right.
Jay, I'm going with the Rams.
Has been. I have not done
Here's the
well picking
question.
against
Is
Jacksonville.
Nakua out?
What?
Is Nakua out?
Is Puka Nacua out?
I think he is.
Let's see, because I'm leaning Rams, but without Puka, yeah, he's out with an ankle injury.
Yep.
That's probably why they only beat the Ravens by 14.
Yep.
I do not want to pick the Jaguars, but I've been bad picking their games. Who are you picking?
I'll go with the. Who else does the Rams have as an offensive wise?
They have Higbee. They have Kyron Williams.
I'm
They
going.
have Davante Adams. What?
I'll go with the Rams. But then you also have to play this, the time zone difference.
I'm going to pick the Jaguars, although I'm sure I'll be wrong on that one.
I don't know. I'm going to tell you that long-haired hippie, the guy as a quarterback, he can sling that ball.
He's been playing solid this weekend. This game, I really hope that Spencer Rattler can beat the Bears, but I don't think he is. So
Come on, Han, say it.
What?
Say it.
What?
Say who you're going to pick. Hey.
I'm going to pick the Bears.
Take a shot for the shirtless wonder right now.
Why?
Because you're going to pick the Bears.
I just don't trust the Saints to beat anyone.
Yeah.
The Saints have turned into a laughingstock since they lost Drew Brees. They also really screwed up their salary cap, so they haven't been able to pay anyone because they put all the money into the future on their players when they was trying to win with Drew Brees.
Yeah.
And they ended up
the Bears.
It's actually too bad Drew Brees only won one Super Bowl. At least he won one, unlike Marino. But lot of those defenses he had, he played for the Chargers, who are cursed. No, the Chargers and Padres
are cursed.
They have good teams all the time, and they don't win any playoff games, or hardly any.
You know who's cursed? What? I'm cursed.
I'm cursed.
I missed a deer at 5 yards and a shot over the back of him.
It was better than you wounding it. I was talking with my coworker, and we were almost wondering if that buck I shot at flinched a little bit when I pulled back, and then I hit it a little off from where I was aiming.
Whistle at it. It'll stop it dead in its tracks. Don't know what the hell it is. You go, man. You ain't going to stop them.
Yeah, I don't. That's frustrating, but it's hunting.
Hey, who does the Packers play?
We need to get to the next game. We just got off topic.
We always get off topic.
Next game is between the Dolphins and the Dolphins head to Cincinnati to face the Browns. Do you think McDaniel will be
to face the Browns?
Do you think They're heading to
They had to Cleveland to face the Browns.
What?
They had to Cleveland to face the Browns.
Do you think McDaniels will be fired if they lose to the Browns?
I'm taking the Dolphins. Even without the Cheetah, they got Waddle and they got a good running back. They're gonna win.
The Dolphins too, but I feel like this could be a trap game where the Browns would win. The Dolphins played bad when they had North. Granted, it's not that cold, but it's still probably going to be like 60 when in Cleveland. It's probably not going to be that cold, but
yeah.
Next game is Drake May heads to the Music City to face the Titans. I heard when you bet games, you should always bet for teams to cover when they fire their coach. But I'm still picking the Patriots.
I'm going with the Patriots. I had no faith in Tennessee.
No, neither do I. I have the same amount of faith in Tennessee in the Titans as they do the Saints or the Jets. I wonder if the Titans and Jets might play this year because you usually always play the worst in the divisions.
Yeah.
So they probably both play because they've both been. Who was the worst? And actually, the New England might. Let's see what the Jets' schedule was. Maybe they might not play. The Jets might have finished third in the division last year because they had Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
There's going to be some tough games to pick from the Jets because they play the Panthers and then they play the Bengals and the Browns. And the Saints. Those are going to be some tough games for us to pick.
All right.
The Jets might get a win or two in those games.
Get a win. You know why they're not going to get a win? Who's their flipping quarterback? You have more native yards passing.
Next game is between the turnover-prone Geno Smith and Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Refs.
I was going to say something there, but you said Kansas City Refs.
What?
I was going to say something there. Patrick Mahomes must be making out with the refs again because they're winning now. I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs, too. Next game is between the Eagles head to U.S. Bank Stadium to face the Vikings with who's starting as quarterback for the Vikings?
J.J. McCarthy.
Is he?
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
It's status iffy.
I have to go and change my pick because if J.J. McCarthy's starting, I got to put the Eagles defense back up.
So, likely Wentz.
Yeah.
I am going to take the Eagles, even though I picked the Eagles, and I've been wrong the last 2 weeks, but I trust the tush push over an erratic Carson Wentz.
I'm going to take the Eagles, even though Carson Wentz, this is like a...
Granted, against the Browns, Carson Wentz did a really good game-winning drive, but it's like
it's the Browns.
Game-winning drive, and then he'll run around for 30 seconds on 3rd and 5, and then get sacked and fumble the ball or throw an interception the next drive.
I could lead a game-winning drive on the Browns.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, that's Carson Wentz for you.
Yeah.
They
You know what?
one
I
drive
wonder-
down the field.
He
He'll lead
might
one
play.
drive down the field where he looks like a franchise quarterback, and then the next drive,
He
he'll
might look even a little bit worse because he has a vendetta there with
the Eagles.
yeah.
He might get some revenge on the Eagles. We'll
Yeah.
find out. The thing is, the Eagles are probably only going to score like 20 or 24 points versus the Vikings, so
Yeah.
they haven't been lighting up the scoreboard. Granted, the
No,
Vikings are good against the pass and bad against the run, so maybe I could actually get some fantasy points for my first pick.
who do you play this week?
Let me see.
You play my little brother?
Let's see who I play. My team has not been good. I beat Maddie, but
You beat
I
my
played your brother.
Play my
Philly
brother.
Forever is your brother, right?
Philly forever?
No, that's Charles, right?
Yeah, that's Mike Wilson, yeah. It's under his son's name because he has too many freaking fantasy football accounts. But yeah, that's Mike Wilson. The
So
guy we work with. Pretty good friend. Big Eagles fan.
should I start Herbert at Indy or should I start Love? I probably should start Herbert at Indy because the score of that game is going to be like 35-31 or something.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you about this. I don't know. Indy's a tough team, man. Indy's not a slouch team.
I don't know. I'll think about that. So we picked that. The next game is between one team that's a little better than Bryce Young versus Justin Fields. I just like I think we've said, I don't think we're going to pick the Jets to win. I don't think either of us are going to pick the Jets to win the game this whole season.
No, I have no faith in Jets.
So I think
Bryce
we're
Young for the
going
win.
to pick the Panthers.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for
Who the hell did the Panthers beat that they shouldn't have? That
they
was
beat
like
the Cowboys, they beat the Atlanta, and they beat someone else.
oh they're gonna walk all over the Jets.
I have Cat McMillan on my fantasy team, and he actually did good. They're 3 and who else did the Panthers beat? They beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins choked away that game. I don't know what's wrong with the Dolphins. Like last year, they weren't as good as they expected. This year, they're even worse than last year.
Hey Hans, have you been
What?
reading these messages?
What?
Have you been reading the stuff down below?
No, I haven't.
Well, so it says, "Come on, Hans, the Bears."
How do I get chats to come up?
I can see it on my phone. Are you on your computer?
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, Ben. I really don't want to pick the Bears, but I think the Bears are way better than New Orleans.
The Bears.
Still suck. The Bears still suck.
Well, hey, we have 2 Super Bowls we got to play this year, and one's at Lambeau Field and one's at Soldier Field.
Yeah, I don't. We'll see how they turn out.
Hey, I'm trying to get Justo to come up off of the Green Bay tickets for Soldier Field. So if I get him, you better like mosey on down here.
The crappy part is to see the Packers and Bears play at Soldier Field. You're probably paying like $300 or $400 a ticket.
No, he's got season passes. His family's got a freaking suite up there.
Soldier Field is like an old football stadium. It's not horrible, but
It's nostalgic. It's like
It's like
Lambeau Field.
Wrigley.
It's only two fields. I think they're Lambeau and Soldier Field are the only two ones that actually play on grass still.
I kind of wish they just keep The only issue with Soldier Field is it's so developed around there, or Wrigley, but I don't think they're red Wrigley Field.
I'm against the moving to Arlington Heights. I don't really think it's going to go through.
I was reading something though that there was people in the neighborhood by Wrigley, and they said that there's some agreement that like the Cubs can't play any home Friday night baseball games.
Why?
And that they can only play like 30 or 40 night games a year.
That's bullshit.
Between the neighborhood and them. It's stupid.
Yeah, there's probably no parking. See, I won't go to a Cubs game because I don't want to pay $18 for old style beer. And if I had a hot dog to that, it's probably like $30 right there.
Yeah, it was like $18 for a beer at Soldier Field.
Yeah. That's freaking Miller.
It's just cheap beer.
Yeah.
Or Trulies or just. Next game is the Jersey Giants head to Denver to face the Broncos.
Who do you think I'm going to take?
I'm going to pick the Broncos, but maybe Scatterboo can run on the Broncos.
Hey, I'm going to take Scatterboo and Jackson Dart, dude. If their defense would stop Josh Allen, they can definitely put a hurting on Bo Nix.
Yeah, I think they can. I just think the Broncos are winning kind of ugly. It's not like Bo Nix is throwing for 300 yards every week.
I don't think Bo Nix has Bo Nix even threw for 300 yards in his NFL career ever.
Let's see. Let's look at what the Bo Nix has done. The Broncos are 4-2 though.
Yeah.
So what's the most points the Broncos have scored this year? 28 points against they scored 28 points against the Colts and Bengals.
Yep.
How many yards does Bo Nix have this year though?
I don't know. Probably a hell of a whole lot though.
He has 1277 and 9 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. What is it, over 6 games or 5 games?
5 games, I think. What week is this? Number 6? Week 6? 7.
So I don't think so it's over 6 games. So he's only throwing for a little over 200 yards a game. The most he threw for 326 against the Bengals, but otherwise he hasn't thrown for a lot of yards.
Yeah.
And he has 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next game? The next game is between the Colts and Chargers at Los Angeles.
What's Indianapolis' record?
Is it 5-1? They only lost to the Rams.
I'm going to take Indianapolis.
I'm going to take the Colts too. I don't know. I'm not confident in that, but Danny Dimes isn't playing good ball, and the Chargers have offensive line injury issues. So, and Chargers have been letting me down. Next game is this game is probably going to be like, this game is probably going to have, what's the over on this game? 55.5?
Yeah.
Washington Commanders versus the Dallas Cowboys at Jerry World.
You know, the Bears beat both those teams.
Did they? The Bears didn't beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, they did.
I don't think they did.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Who are the Bears beating? They beat the Commanders. They beat
The
the
Cowboys.
Raiders, and
The
they
Cowboys.
beat. Are you
They
sure?
dog walked. They dog walked the Cowboys.
Maybe they did beat the Cowboys. Yeah, they did beat the Cowboys. Never mind. In Soldier Field. So, are you taking the Commanders?
No.
You're taking the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Commanders. I feel no confidence. The only thing I would bet is the over 55.5 on that game. The Commanders are 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
I would bet the over. I would not bet for either team to cover. I just feel like both teams will move the ball.
I have a feeling George Pickens gonna have like 150 yards.
And
easily.
a touchdown or two.
Yeah.
But next game is Jordan Love heads to Arizona to face. I don't know who's playing at quarter. I thought we said Kyler was limited, right?
If Kyler Murray plays, you think their defense? Yeah.
Granted, either team could win. I hope the Packers win. How are the Packers 6.5 point favorites?
Because Kyler Murray ain't playing as of right now.
That seems like if I made a bet on that, I would bet for Arizona to cover, but I could be completely wrong. Are you picking the Cardinals?
No, I'm taking the Green Machine. I feel bad, but sick to my stomach. I want to throw up, but yeah.
Next game is the Falcons had the Bay to face the 49ers. I am going to pick the 49ers, but
I'll take the 49ers.
Golden, yeah, I hope Golden will come. Will have to keep playing well. The Packers only need someone to step up, and they need Micah Parsons to step up rather than paying him $3 million for a game to get 3 tackles. And
hey, what would you? How many Packer fans would lose their shit if he went out, he got injured and was out for the rest of the season?
And then he tore his Achilles and was out for like next season too.
Yeah, he's guaranteed all that money.
I don't think people would necessarily be very happy.
No, they would not.
I kind of feel like it's most likely going to be like a Mac attack trade where he plays well, but it's not enough to get the Packers over the top. But
yeah, exactly.
I could be completely wrong.
He's there some games. Hey, you got a message down there.
Yeah, he's talking about Golden.
I have no faith in Golden Showers.
I think Golden could be a good wide receiver. We'll just see how he keeps playing. He's fast, but he just needs to be able to catch the ball.
Who's that really fast receiver the Bears had, but never could catch a freaking ball?
Or the fast receiver the Packers and Chiefs had that never could catch the ball.
Valdez
Scantling.
Yeah.
He'd get wide open on just a goal route 50 yards down the field, and then the ball would land right in his hand, and he'd drop it.
It'd go off his face mask.
Granted, he was a 5th-round pick. It's not like he was a 1st-round pick like Golden.
Yeah.
Like a 5th-round pick, if they make a team and stay on the team, and if a 5th-round wide receiver makes a team and has 500 yards for the 4 years of his rookie contract, that is a success. Like if you're like Puka Nacua,
Yeah.
that's not usual.
No. Puka Nacua was like,
Or Amon St. Brown.
yeah.
Or Stephon Diggs, someone that falls late on the draft and ends up being number 1 wideout.
Who's Stephon Diggs with now?
Isn't he with the Patriots, or who is he with?
I think he's with the Patriots. He went from Minnesota.
So did he go to Buffalo? He was on Buffalo, but then he go to who has Stephon Diggs played for? He's played for like 4 teams, hasn't he?
I know Buffalo is one of them. I know Minnesota is one of them.
Was he on the Texans too?
Maybe. I think so.
He's a terrapin. Yeah, he's played on the Vikings for 5 years, the Bills for 4 years, the Texans for a year, and the Patriots now.
Yep.
He's a good wideout. I think he's a little bit of a head case, but
He is Brandon Marshall 2.0.
Didn't Brandon Marshall get traded like 4 times?
Yeah. He went from like Indianapolis Colts to the Bears.
No, he went from the Broncos to the Bears. Then didn't he go on the Jets and someone else?
He was with Peyton Manning for a while at the Colts. Wasn't he?
Let's see who Brandon Marshall played for. I know he played for 4 or 5 teams. He was a good wideout. He was just like, who are the two? Oh, Terrell Owens and Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Randy Moss and Terrell Owens were better than both of them, but they're just complete head cases. So
Yep.
he played for Denver, then he got traded to Miami, then he got traded to Chicago, then he played for the Jets, then he played for the Giants, then he played for the Seahawks.
Yeah. Was Brandon Marshall, did he play with Russell Wilson?
No, he was on the Giants in 2017.
I thought, yeah.
He didn't do anything special in his last 2 years.
No. He was getting ready to hit the boat and take a vacation.
He was really good with the Bears, and he was really good with the Broncos initially, and then the Dolphins and the Bears, though.
So here's the question off subject. When do you think you'll have safe ice up there?
I don't know what the water temp is. I'm guessing the start of December.
I figure the end of November, early December.
We'll see what the weather brings. I have no idea. I better ask. I should text Laura and see when she thinks there's going to be safe ice in South Dakota. She's the state climatologist, which gives not so accurate.
Laura, you lied about this shit.
What?
Laura, you lied about this shit. We all have a Laura. I have a Laura with the NLI. She's a biologist for the NLI.
Laura's my friend on Facebook. Hopefully she's not watching this. I shouldn't have added her on Facebook. I work with her. But next game is between Baker Mayfield heads to the Motor City to face MCDC and Jared Goff. I'm going to pick the Buccaneers, but
the thing is the Buccaneers defense that good?
No.
So
are you picking the Lions?
I don't want to, because I like Baker Mayfield, and man, he don't know how to lose.
Their defense is liability, though.
You taking Baker Mayfield?
I'm picking the Buccaneers. Who are you picking?
Here's the Lions. I'll split it with you.
Okay.
Because the Lions have too many freaking weapons.
Yeah. I don't know. The Lions. The Lions are 5.5 point favorite. I almost should take the Lions. I'll just take the Bucks.
You want to know why they're 5.5 points favorites? They're the freaking Lions. They have because everybody looks at offense. Their defense really ain't.
There's nothing special.
Yeah, they just play. They don't really have a pass. I mean, they have a pass rush, but they have no big stars.
Yeah. No, they have stars. They have Anzalone. They have Brian Branch. They have Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, if you look at those, but those stars never make it out of the NFC North.
Last game is between the Houston CJ Stroud Texans versus Sam Darnold led Seahawks. I think they're heading to the 12th man. So I think we're both on the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks. Russell Wilson should have retired as a Seahawk.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was starting to go downhill when they traded him.
Well, you were at UW when he was there, weren't you?
No, I was at UW and TJ Watt was there.
But you were at UW when Russell Wilson was there?
No, the first year I was at UW, I had student tickets, and they were just starting a carousel of quarterbacks, and they were still solid.
So when did Russell Wilson leave UW?
He was only there for 1 year. He was at NC State, I think, and then he transferred there.
Oh, no shit.
And then he went in the draft. And
I think when he was there, when I saw him play, I think I was.
And then the Seahawks paid Matt Flynn a bunch of money because he had like one good game as backup against the Lions as a backup to Rodgers. And then then Russell Wilson beat out Matt Flynn for their starting QB position at the Seahawks. No one trusted Russell Wilson as a QB because he was short.
Oh, how many freaking he went to Super Bowl once. Twice. He lost one, won one. But they were always in the flipping playoffs.
Yeah.
I know. I saw him play at UW.
I did not. When Wisconsin actually a competitive team.
Yeah. Who was your coach then?
Illinois' coach, I think, then.
Yeah.
Because the year after Russell Wilson, Bielema went to Arkansas. And then the Badgers had Gary Anderson for 2 years. And then the Badgers hired Paul Chryst, who was I think it was Bielema's offensive coordinator for a while.
Yeah.
He was a previous Wisconsin player. And then Paul Chryst was solid, but then there was a year or two where they weren't quite as good. And then they fired him. Then they hired Luke Fickell. And Luke Fickell's been a disaster. And now I don't know if the university is willing to do the $25 million buyout at the end of the year, but everyone wants him to get fired.
Yeah. So go ahead.
The Badgers are probably going to get beat like 45-0 or 45-7 the next 2 weeks because they play Ohio State and Madison. And then they had to
The Oregon.
Holy crap, you can get tickets as low as $24 right now for them to face OSU at Camp Randall. There was probably only like 80% attendance at the last stadium. Like, you looked at video when they last got blown out by Iowa, and there was a lot of empty seats.
Yeah. Did we do all our picks?
Penn State fired their coach after they lost to. Yeah, they are, Ben.
Shit.
10 years ago, they had like, even when they played a bad team, they would sell out, and like, there was like 95% attendance.
Yeah.
Minimum at the game, but they really went downhill. But after Penn State fired their coach, the press, and paid their coach like $45 million for a buyout, who knows if the Badgers will fire their coach?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. I haven't ate dinner yet. We should probably end the stream.
Yeah. You can go deer hunt tomorrow after work?
I don't know. It's supposed to be windy, but like 70, so I don't know.
Go fish the community pond. Troll full of Atlantic salmon.
I didn't catch that much today. I did catch fish, but I got one decent bluegill and like 3 little bluegills, and then I caught
A
3
rainbow.
little bullheads and that one rainbow.
What did you catch them on?
Worms. I was getting robbed a lot though.
You should you're in your little boat, run your trolling motor, run planer boards with small little countdowns. I bet you catch a lot of those rainbow troll.
There's a lot of weeds in there though.
Well, there is.
I threw a Castmaster a little bit. I didn't catch anything, and I had one hit on it.
Are you supposed to run your boat in there?
I don't know. The warden was there the one day when I was on my boat and didn't yell at me.
Okay.
If the cop didn't run, cops have driven by there. This guy on a main drag, and that came out and yelled at me. If they didn't want anyone out there in the boat, a cop would come down there and yell at you.
Have you seen anybody else on kayaks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
But
There's a lake here around my area. It's called Bowman Lake, the old quarry. There's a guy that does it every flipping year. You're not supposed to put kayaks in, but he puts it. There's like a boat launch there. He puts them in there at the boat launch and paddles around, and he'll catch like big largemouth bass. I'm not a ditch pickle guy, but he is. He goes, I got 28 minutes before the cops show up here. He goes, I'm looking for that 10-pounder.
It doesn't say no boats.
Well, then fish it.
That crappy pond in Texas said no boats.
You put your boat in there anyway.
And said no walking on ice.
You have a kayak, don't you?
2 days there and then it melts.
You have a kayak, don't you?
Yeah. I don't really use it though. I'm too big for it.
Yeah.
I've used it like 3 times.
Dude, I'm a more of a canoe guy.
Yeah.
And we went to my mom's boss's cabin. They had kayaks up there. And my problem is I'm trying to paddle. I want to paddle on the same side, like so alternating back and forth. Yeah. But once I figured it out, it worked fine.
You can go faster in a kayak than a canoe.
So it depends.
Depends on the kayak. Some of those like blow up kayaks are not very aerodynamic though.
No. I saw a video with these guys that bought Timu single person jet boats.
Yeah.
Those things rip. But I can't find them on Timu anymore. I can find them on AliExpress all day long. They're not cheap. I would buy one and just rip up the river and piss a bunch of freaking fishermen off. Maybe I'd be like Rockford Tight Lions, piss off that guy again.
There's some interesting people around Rockford.
Oh yeah, there is.
I need to go to bed soon.
Yeah, somebody asked me what kind of fish we're catching today. I told they're carp and suckers.
How big was that biggest walleye?
22.
That's nice.
I mean, it's not compared to what you catch up there. 28, 30-inch walleye all day long.
26s, 28 all the time.
Yeah. But I've been simplifying it, dude. Just split shot, go looking at half a night crawler.
You have to know where to fish to catch the big ones.
Yeah.
It's weird, like that one bridge, that one culvert, and one bridge always seems to hold the big fish, though.
Well, you said it comes in from Stink Lake, though, right?
Depending on the wind, there's current flowing through there.
Is this current flowing there you catch fish, right?
Yeah,
If there's no current, you don't catch shit.
not usually.
Right.
The
I
funny
caught
part
about-
is I've done better at both those lakes by the culverts than I do it on my boat.
I caught some turbo trout today too.
Or what?
Turbo trout,
What's
red
that?
horse suckers. They feel dry. I look at Kevin. I go, "This is not a walleye." I go, "What is it?" I go, "Zing." I go, "It's a red horse." It's a big one.
Red horse salmon.
Yep.
I need to make that carp salmon.
You need to. And I call carp a trumpet trout.
Iowa salmon.
Iowa salmon. I don't, and most times this time of year I'm fishing the Rock River for walleye. I'm nowhere near it right now. Because these fish taste a lot better. I did bleed the one out though on accident today, the big one. And the meat was definitely a lot more wider.
USC plays Notre Dame this week.
Yeah, I know. They won last week? Notre Dame?
I think so. USC won last week against Michigan.
I don't know. They pop up on my screen. I don't think I watch it. I don't think I watch it this week because I gotta do NLI work.
How's those flower seed heads going?
Good. I gotta go plant trees. They have like 400 trees I gotta plant from 9 a.m. to 1.
Nice.
Yeah. But they're planting them out where I hunt. They're planting on the other side.
Yeah.
Evie's going with.
My coworker said he was working with a professor who does native plant stuff.
Yeah.
And he said they were collecting all these seeds from different native plants. And that buying the seeds was so much cheaper than them collecting them because they would like head out to the western part of South Dakota and collect all these seeds, but then they need to stay at a hotel and drive across the state and so forth to get the seeds.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of labor to collect the seeds.
Hey, your buddy on here says He's looking for some creative catcher cooks, Hans.
I'll
Oh,
have
he's got
some
a
coming.
bunch of them.
A
I
lot
think
of
you-
those little tiny Iowa specials go today.
Hey, I think you should smoke a gizzard shad and eat it.
There's not any around here.
You don't get there's no gizzard shad around there. But
No, I
when you
found
go-
one that was half. When I did a catch and cook, I found one that was half dead below the Prairie du Sac Dam, and then I netted it and ate it.
I would say, yeah, there should be some. You're going home. There should be enough out of the Wisconsin River. Those things they're slimy and they stink. But I've had them hit twister tail before. I get mad when that happens. Or when you fall hook them and they're sideways, you think you got a big walleye on or northern. Pull it up as a freaking
I
gizzard.
always follow hook
14
alewife
gizzard.
too.
I wonder if I have the alewives here. I probably do. I know.
There's some. There's probably some at Navy Pier. There's some at Navy Pier.
Yeah.
Or any of the Chicago.
Hey,
Like
what's the little fish everybody goes
smell.
after? Huh?
Smell.
Smelt, yeah. You know what? We should do that, Hans. I don't think I ever ate smelt, to be honest with you.
I have. They're okay.
It's okay. Nothing to
they're
write home about.
Yeah.
There's a biker bar here in town that serves red smelt.
Cool.
Yeah. Should we end this? We're an hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna eat and take my meds and go to bed.
That makes two of us. I'll holler at you tomorrow. All right. Bye.